So, I'm currently in the newest snapshot of Minecraft, and in this snapshot, Mojang added something that I was not expected. Today, Mojang added a block called the crafter. What is a crafter? Well, a crafter is just an automatic crafting table. That's all, nothing special. Let's get back to the controversial mob vote. And yeah, by the way, the armadillo won, which was very unfortunate. I was in the crab gang, and yeah, it was sad. But well, I will not gonna talk about the controversy because we all know what it is. And yeah, I don't think that I have to talk about that. It's very sad to see the crab not winning the mob vote, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, today I'm gonna explore this block to hopefully to its fullest. That English. Anyways, this video is not scripted, so you will see my honest and unscripted reaction to this block, and I will also gonna explain how this block will gonna change Minecraft forever. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, so this is the outer crafter. This is how it looks. Here's the bottom of it. It also can rotate in any direction. This what inside the crafter. And as you can see, we have clicked to this able slot. This is how you can shape recipe. So for example, if you make, let's say, a sign, so we have 6 planks over here. So we have 6 planks like so, and a stick. Now if you fill this up with items, so you fill the crafter with item, and by the way you fill it up is using hopper or dropper. So hopper, you just have to place like this or this. It will accept inputs from all of these sides like so, and when you put in items, the item will fill up from top left to bottom right, and the items also stack, as you can see. Now when you put items like this and then you place a stick, you need the stick to be in the middle, so you can do this. And now when you fill in, let me program this, so we need 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then a stick. We can see that the stick does not go into this square, but it actually goes to this square, and this shape creates 3 signs. So yeah, that's basically how it works. And oh, one more thing, and in order to craft things, so for example you craft a stick, you need to power it. So you power it, and the auto crafter we're gonna drop the item out, similar to how a dropper drop items. So it's basically similar. So this thing is equal to this plus this, which is really cool. We can also take items out of the crafter. So if I just lock the hopper and I put some items in here, and then I unlock the hopper, we can see that there are 2 items in here, and there's no items in the crafter. So basically, input, we have all of these signs. So these signs right here are inputs for the crafter, and we can take item out of the crafter, like this slot right here, using a hopper. So yeah, that's currently everything that I know about the auto crafter. Overall, it's a really cool block, and its implementation, even though it's in snapshot form, is really good. Now there are some problems with it. Now for example, if I do this, nothing happens to the crafter. But if I do this, as you can see, you can hear the dropper clicking. So yeah, this thing cannot be quasi-powered. Okay, that's everything I know about the crafter. Now the next thing in the video that I really want to do is try to make a crafting system. And because I'm an idiot, I will try to make a universal one. Yeah, let's try to do it. So here is my idea for a universal auto crafter. Here we have all the inputs. We have 9 inputs in total for 9 squares in the crafter. And because the crafter fills item from top left, so from top left to bottom right, it will fill like this. We will have a hopper minecart or a chest minecart going like this to collect all of the items in order. So this is how we are gonna save the recipe, and the minecart we're gonna go to here, and there will be station, like crafting station, for the minecart to dock and put all of the items inside of the crafter, and then the crafter we're gonna craft, spit out items underneath, like here, because the item we're gonna be spit out over here by the crafter, and then we just have a line which will go into the output, and we will have like we were gonna have crafting, like we have English, we were gonna have items going from here to the output, so craftable items over here. Now the number of crafting tables will have to be depend on the speed of the station, so I need to do a little bit of math to figure out how many stations that I need. But first I need to design a station. Okay, but before I get into designing, I need to figure out some problems. First of all, let's say here is a crafting table for like here's a recipe for the sign. As you can see, in order to make the sign, we need to disable these 2 slots. But if we disable like this, it will not become a universal crafter anymore, because this recipe right here only works for the sign. If I put anything else in here, for example, I put in a chest crafting recipe, I can't, because these 2 slots are disabled. So in order to deal with this, here's my solution. So first of all, we're gonna fill like this, and then like this, right? And then we're gonna add dummy item, and then the stick, and then another dummy item here. Okay, and then after all of this has happened, we need to remove the dummy item, and we get the sign. And this still works, and this crafter still works for other recipe. For example, crafting a chest, so chest here, then so plank over here, dummy item, then planks again, remove the dummy item, and we get the chest. So basically this is the feature which allow us to shape the crafting recipe is useless to us, because we don't want that. If we do that, the crafter will no longer be a universal crafter. So I have to put dummy items in there and somehow remove the dummy item. So I'm gonna first design like a station first, and then I'm gonna see whether it will work or not. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we will have an item filter underneath. So let me build the item filter. Okay, so I just added a item filter in. Here is the like filter item, which is the dummy item. But there is a problem that when I put items in here, the dummy item will be sucked out. So I need to lock. The hopper like so, and then we're gonna fill up the items like that. Then add the dummy item in, add the stick in, dummy item, and then we activate this, or we deactivate it, so all the 2 dummy items will be out of the crafter, and we'll get the sign. And then we just have to activate the crafter, and yeah, that's basically how everything will gonna work. item are gonna go here, and the order will be determined by the minecart. Now the only problem is how to tell the system when to lock and unlock this hopper. And luckily the crafter does like emit a redstone signal because it is essentially a storage block, like a container. So for example, I put some item in here and I put a comparator. As you can see, we can have a comparator output, and the highest signal that the comparator can output, like this crafter can output, is 9. Basically it's like this. Comparator, let's say here, so comparator here and comparator over here, we're gonna activate when it reaches signal strength of 9. When it reaches signal strength of 9, we are gonna take the output from this, like somewhere, and then unlock like this hopper, and then this hopper we're gonna suck out all of the dummy items that are in the crafter. After all of the dummy items have been sucked out from the crafter, we were gonna lock this hopper again, and then we're gonna do the crafting operation by activating the crafter. So that's basically that's basically the sequence, the redstone sequence that I need to somehow come up with in order to craft an item. So I will be back when I have something to show you, and hopefully that explanation makes sense. Okay, so after some time I came up with this abomination right here. It does exactly what I have described. So yeah, let's try it out. I have tested it and it seems to work. So here is the input to the crafter. Let's try crafting like a block of diamond because that's the simplest thing to do. So I need 9. So 9 diamonds, put in there. And it should craft a diamond block like so. Now let's turn the diamond block back to diamond form by putting a diamond block in there and 8 dummy items. So it should craft us 9 diamonds. So 55 plus 9 equals 64. And all of the dummy items are currently over here. And this thing can also craft recipes with leftover items. So a good example for this will gonna be the honey block recipe. So I need 4 honey bottles. I will add the first 2, then a dummy item, then the next 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, it will gonna craft the honey block, and it will spit out the bottles as well. So this, I think this can craft basically any recipe. I'm gonna try one more. So I'm gonna try a unstackable recipe. So let's say pickaxe. So I need stick. I need 2 stick, like so. And let's craft first. I need 3 diamonds, then a dummy item, then a stick, another dummy item, another dummy item, a stick, and another dummy item. And that's the pickaxe, and we are able to craft the pickaxe. So yep, I think this is a universal crafting table. I have no idea if there are recipes that this thing cannot craft, but so far all of the recipes that I have tried work, which is really good. I was building like the actual crafting stations, and I just realized something. This approach down here, where I have a minecart that we're gonna go from here to get all of the items in the right order does not work, because for example in here I have, let's say, a diamond, and over here I have another diamond. What I want is this diamond go into the first slot of the minecart chest, but this diamond over here, which is in the 1 2 3 4 5, so in the fifth chest, I want it to be 1 2 3 4 5 over here. But because these two items are stackable items, they will merge like that, which is not what I want. So this approach right here does not work, and the thing I'm doing over here does not work as well, which is really bad. So now I need to come up with a new way to distribute the items, which basically form a recipe, and I have no idea how to do it. So yeah, I will gonna try my best to find something that works, and I will be back when well, I come up with something. Okay, so this is my new approach. Instead of using minecarts, I'm using water stream, because water stream is significantly easier to work with. So the idea is very simple. I will gonna activate the dropper like in a wave pattern from here to here, or from here to here, and then all of the items will drop down here and go into the correct station. We can select the station by doing this, as you can see, to redirect the water stream, and hopefully this will work. Also, all the droppers will be hooked up to a clock, and this clock we're gonna control the frequency of the dropper dropping all of the items into the stations, and we're gonna alternate between stations to increase the speed. Now that's basically all of the ideas. I hope that it works. I will now gonna try to wire everything and see if it actually works. Okay, so here is the prototype, I guess. Like, I haven't tested it yet, so yeah, this is gonna be the first time that I will gonna test it, and you will be here to watch it. Okay, so how does this work? Well, this is where you put all of the ingredients. I will gonna maybe try to craft the easiest thing, which is a diamond block, and there are only 2 stations, because this separation mechanism over here only works for 2. So the rest of the thing, like the station over here, are obsolete. Okay, so let me put some diamonds in here. We need all of these chests to have diamond. So everything I have described before works. The redstone just do all of the thing that I have described. Okay, so when I hit this button, we should get a stack of 64 diamond blocks. Let's see if it works. So we press, and we should see some diamonds coming out like so. It is coming into the crafter like that. It switch to the next crafter, and when this crafter is crafting, we get a block. Okay, so diamond block like that. Okay, now I will gonna put a hopper underneath, so we can keep track of how many diamond blocks there are in the hopper after this machine is complete. I also add a smart system over here, so when this chest runs out of diamonds, it will automatically shut off this clock. So this clock right here controls the frequency of the diamond distribution over here, and I need this clock to be rather slow like this, so this mechanism right here can keep up with the clock, and the diamonds items or crafting items will not glitch out or do anything funky. Okay, it seems to be done, but I see. I am an idiot. I should have reverse this like so. And let's see. Oh, nice. 64 diamond blocks. So this thing actually works and it actually crafts diamond blocks, which is really nice. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is try something a little bit more complicated. I think I'm gonna try the recipe which requires the most dummy items, which is diamond blocks to diamonds, because that type of recipes takes like 8 dummy slots. Okay, I'm gonna try that. It sounds interesting. Okay, so in order to set up this, first I need, well, all of the diamond blocks. I need to place it from left to right. So left, and then dummy items. I need 64 diamond items. So 64 here, and 64 here. And by the way, if you are hearing some dog barking, I'm really sorry, and it's very noisy. I'm currently not in my usual quote-unquote studio, so it's really noisy. Alright, now let's try to see if it works. Here goes nothing. Let's activate it and let's see if it works. Okay, let's check here. Okay, diamonds and the thing. Okay, the dummy items are going in, and now it is removing the dummy items. And okay, we have 9 and then 18. 18. Okay, now next, plus 9 again, so 27. Okay, 36. Okay, it is working. It is actually working. Okay, I think it's working. And in theory we should get 9 stacks of diamonds. Okay, so let's check over here. And remove, and craft. Over here as well, remove all of the dummy items and craft. All of the dummy items should end up down here. Yes. And they are evenly distributed. Okay, this is promising. Like, I didn't think that this thing will work first try, but for some reason it worked. Like, it works first try, which is really like really unusual, because things don't usually like this. Like, things usually break in the most obscure way possible, and in a way that I have to spend like hours on end just to debug and all of that nonsense. But this thing is working. Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay, so it just breaks. Okay, there are some problems. And I think I'm gonna fix those problems by placing some blocks like so, and over here as well. Does this one break? Nope. This one. Okay. So we will not gonna get the exact 9 stacks. Because of that, I didn't know what happened, but Yeah, that is really strange. But hopefully it will not happen now because, well, I put some blocks there and everything should work fine now. Okay, so now I'm gonna wait until the machine finish and I will report back to you what's the result. Let's check if there are anything inside of the like the storage system over here. Okay, there seems to be nothing. The dog is still barking, so my apologies. And let's do the math. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 9 equals 27. 27 plus 37 is equal 64. So all of the diamonds are here, so no losses. It's just that the crafting fails a little bit. And all of the dummy items are down here. Okay, now I'm gonna try something a little bit more difficult. I have gone through the all of the items, and I think the most complicated items that I can think of is actually the piston. Okay, so the recipe looks like this, which is really complicated. However, it does not use any dummy items, but I think that's fine. Now I'm gonna try to do this. So the first 3 chests are for the top row of the crafting table. The next 3 chests are for the middle row of the crafting table, and the last 3 are for the bottom row of the crafting table. Okay, so this needs to be oak, this also needs to be oak, this also needs to be oak, then this one needs to be cobblestone, this one needs to be iron, this needs to be cobblestone, this needs to be cobblestone again, this needs to be redstone, and this needs to be cobblestone. Okay, so we have programmed the machine to craft pistons. Now, in theory, we should get 64 sticky piston in here. Okay, let me click the button and let's see if the machine breaks. Because this is a rather complicated recipe with a lot of stackable items in it. Okay, we can see the piston, and then okay, and then over here pistons and craft. Okay, so it seems to be that it does work. I will gonna keep an eye on this until it finish to see whether the machine breaks or not. But so far it seems a-okay. We do get the shape of the pistons, and we are getting piston. So this crafting machine right here, this universal crafting system right here is working, which is really surprising. And well, I think that's basically how I was gonna end this video, because well, I have built the machine, it seems to work. Of course I'm gonna wait for this batch of pistons to finish to report back to you, but yeah, that's basically what I set out to do in today's video. It was a really fun project. I have learned a lot about crafters, and I can see that this crafter block can be a game changer for Minecraft. Like, there has been no other block that is cooler than this block, in my opinion, because well, I love auto crafting. It is a fun and interesting and also difficult problem, and I love difficult problems, especially in Minecraft. So yeah, I was gonna wait for this machine to finish, but that's it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. I know this video is a mess because well, it is, but yeah, at the end I still hope that you have learned something and you enjoy the video, because that's why I make this video. So yeah, Hope you are having a fantastic day. I will see you all in the next video, and well, goodbye. Okay, let's see. 64. It works. Let's go. Okay, bye. Have a nice day, everyone.